It seems like the category of hair growth serums is growing rapidly, and lots of you keep asking me what I would recommend to you. Well, my own personal opinion is that it's problematic, so let's get into them. Hello and welcome to the world of Craig. Yes, that's me, I'm Craig, and this is my channel where we get into all things hair and sometimes a little bit of beauty. Hair growth serums, products that promise to make your hair grow long and strong. There's a lot of them out there, isn't there? Oh yes. And lots of you are asking me for my recommendations or if they work or about the formulations, so I thought that's exactly what we'll get into. I'm guessing that a lot of brands that have bought out hair loss products, particularly the serums, are on the back of things like COVID, where I know a lot of women lost hair after having COVID. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that's a proven medical thing, like an after effect of having COVID. As you get older, generally, your hair can get thinner, hair grows in cycles. This isn't a video about hair loss. I do have a couple of videos about hair loss and my hair loss journey here on my channel, but it can be a really tricky subject, medical thing for a lot of people to deal with, and I suspect that that's why a lot of these products are being formulated. Some of them do have good ingredients. Are they proven to work? Proven? Who's she? Proven to work? Well, let's leave that for the rest of the video, but that's a long enough intro. Let's get into them. First up, I am going to talk about some specific products, but I'm not recommending them. We're just going to look at the formulas. That's what this video is all about, looking at what the ingredients are in them. I do a little bit of research and development for a few hair care brands, hair color brands. I'm not a chemist, but I do understand how a formula is put together, and we're going to look at some specific ingredients. But firstly, if you enjoy this and find it helpful, you know exactly what to do. You liking this, sharing it with a friend, really helps to get my content out there. And at the end of the day, I'm making content for all of you. Yeah, to you, because I love my channel and the community over here. It blows my mind that all of you sit and watch my videos. So thank you. The couple of things I want to mention. The first one is Minoxidil. Minoxidil is pharmaceutical. It's a drug. You can buy products that contain minoxidil over the counter. You can now get a lot of different online prescriptions that are being promoted heavily on social media. Minoxidil is proven to help with the hair growth cycle. This isn't a video about that. I do have a video where I mention it and talk about it in more depth. I will link it in the description. But that is something that you should do your research on, because there are pros and cons of that as well. There can be negative side effects of minoxidil, and it is a bit of a journey, if you like. Then very briefly, let's talk about the elephant in the room, rosemary oil. Look, this drives me crackers, and I don't want to go on about it for too long because it just drives me crackers. But there is no conclusive proof that rosemary oil makes hair grow. Every time I say that, people quote this study, okay? This study was not conclusive. This was a study that was done with rosemary oil and minoxidil that I just mentioned, but there was no conclusive proof. It's absolute nonsense and snake oil, in my opinion. If you like using it, as for anything else I ever talk about, if you enjoy using it and you love the experience, and rosemary oil will make your hair feel lovely, but it will not make your hair grow or stop your hair from falling out. That study that I just popped up there, I will put that in the description as well so you can have a read of it, but it is not conclusive. So please don't be rubbing rosemary oil and thinking it's going to make your hair grow longer. So we're going to look at some specific ingredients in some formulas. I am not recommending these formulas. There is something I have used and do use that I'm going to talk about, but I'm not recommending any of these products. And I would just like to urge you to do your own research as well, because like I said, I'm not a chemist. So let's start off with the Inky Lists. Now, the Inky List is a brand that it is kind of low-cost formulations. It's kind of a bit of a dupe of The Ordinary, in my opinion. I think the brand is originally British, but this is their caffeine-stimulating scalp treatment. Now, caffeine has been shown to, obviously it's a stimulant, it's used a lot in under eye products to drain the under eye area, and it has been shown to help the cells in hair follicles communicate with each other in a study, but there is no evidence to suggest it makes your hair grow longer or stronger or stops your hair falling out. But this formula also has panthenol in it, which is really great for hair health, glycerin, which makes the hair feel soft and silky. There's lactic acid, which is also good for hair strength. The lactic acid really does address pH in hair, and it's also good for basically unclogging the scalp. Is this serum proven to make your hair grow long and strong? No, there is no clinical data to suggest that it does. But again, if you enjoy using it, it will make your hair feel nice, and that's not a bad thing. Right, next one. Next up, let's talk a little bit about proprietary ingredients. That's quite hard for me to say. Proprietary ingredients are things that brands buy in from other manufacturers in order to put in their formulas. Some of them are very effective. Are there any that are clinically proven to make your hair grow long and strong? No, there are not. I see a theme developing, but I want to talk about Aminexil, and that's an ingredient that's in this serum and also this serum from L'Oreal. Lots of you have asked me about those particular products, and I have also made some short form content about those. Aminexil contains something that's called Capexil, and Capexil is a drug or a pharmaceutical cosmetic drug that's very similar to Minoxidil, but there's no clinical data to suggest that it makes your hair grow long and strong. And Aminexil, which is what L'Oreal have branded it, they've added some other things like niacinamide, and I think one of those serums has got ginger root in it. There's no clinical data to suggest ginger makes your hair grow long and strong or stops it falling out. So my neighbour's banging around, apologies. So it's just a very tricky one. And with those products in particular, the thing I find the trickiest is all the small print. You know, they have lots of small print on them, lots of asterisks, as a lot of these products do, mentioning that if you use the entire line, which there's like a shampoo, a conditioner and the serum, then your hair will fall less, as in it won't break because it's making the hair strong. You know, they do have good solid formulations, good ingredients for hair health, but it's not stopping the hair from falling out of your head, it's actually stopping the hair from breaking off. So do always read the small print. And you know, again, do they make your hair grow long and strong? No. Now, next up, we have something from Typebea, which is Rita Ora's hair care line. I said to Google it because I couldn't remember her name. Terrible. I write so many notes for some of these videos, especially videos like this, because I want to make sure that I give you the right information. But the hair loss serum, what exactly is this one called? Is there a name for it? Overnight boosting peptide hair serum. So the main ingredient in this is peptide, or the main active ingredients. We know that peptides are good. K18 has peptide in it, polypeptide, but we know that they're good for hair strength. There is no clinical data to suggest that they are great for hair growth or for longevity, for increasing the length of the hair that's on your head. So this has another proprietary ingredient called Biocapil, and this is a blend of a powerful flowering plant, soy and wheat sprouts clinically studied to stimulate hair growth, increasing hair density, reduce hair loss by 60% and support healthier looking hair. Now it says clinically studied. I have had a look. I can't find any clinical data to suggest that that is true. But I will also mention that there are some, and I'll pop them on screen, there are also some very problematic befores and afters, B&As we call them in the business, where the hair is kind of pulled back and then in the after it's pulled forward. You know, some of these ingredients, let's have a look at the rest of the ingredients in here. There's a ton of fragrance, lactic acid again for scalp health. There are some ingredients that make the hair feel thicker, so they make it physically thicker. There's bergamot fruit oil. A lot of people can have an allergy to a citrus oil. It's like a lemon oil. There's lemon peel oil as well. I presume that they might have those in, sorry, glasses on and off because I can't see this without the glasses. They have oils in there, citrus oils, because I'm guessing that they're going to say that they are stimulating. It's not a bad ingredients list, but is it going to make your hair grow or stop your hair falling out? No. Can you see a pattern emerging? The sun has come out here. It's an absolutely glorious day. very cold, but very sunny. Now, something I have mentioned here on my channel before is this from The Ordinary, and it's worth a mention briefly. This is not sponsored. I have used this for over 6 months, probably coming up to a year. I enjoy using it. It's really good to moisturize my scalp. I have seen no hair growth from this. My hair has not changed at all. I just enjoy using it. I have not seen any benefits. Does that mean that somebody else might not see any benefits? It's hard to say, as with all of these products, because it's a very personal thing. Hormones play a huge part in hair loss and how quickly your hair grows. Diet plays a huge part. Exercise, I exercise a lot, but this has had no impact on my hair growing through at all. I just enjoy using it. This has an ingredient called Aminexil, but I have mentioned this, which is a proprietary ingredient. I got the pronunciation right then, which I have mentioned this in a couple of videos, which I will link in the description box because we're not going to talk about this again. So this is to prove a point that, use what you like and what you enjoy using, but you're not necessarily going to see a result. Are those products bad? No, they're not bad, but are their claims a bit outlandish? Yes, they often are. And finally, I will leave you with this thought. If there was something on the market, if somebody had found a cosmetic, which is what most of these ingredients are, a cosmetic formula that made hair grow thicker, longer, stronger, made you hold on to hair for longer, it wouldn't cost $6.99 or $29.99 like some of those formulas do. It would cost thousands of pounds or dollars. That's a very powerful thing to leave you with. Again, if you enjoy those products and you like using them, that's great, but please don't use them on the proviso that they are going to make your hair grow longer. There's a reason I don't recommend any of those products. It's because I don't believe that they work. With that, a huge thank you for watching this. If you enjoyed it and you found it helpful, you know exactly what to do. You will take lots of care, and I'll see you all in the next one.